Hoodie guy coming back here with another one. Well, happy Sunday. K Social is live. I'm gonna put this link into the comments there. So you can see that's what the website is. K-social.network. And so yeah, you can get your private keys. You have to copy them and paste them, and then you can send some Caspa over there. And I just got on here a few minutes ago. You can see I had a couple notifications. Hash Dog said, "Good to see you here." You can see Bitcoin hoodie guy got the hoodie guy with 3D glasses. I'm gonna reply here to Hash Dogs and say good to be here and post that. You can see how it works here. You can see the transaction, open an Explorer, and takes you to Caspa.stream. It's on mainnet. I messed around. It was here. You can see that, yeah, there it is on chain. You can see right here, K Social, 311 transactions. So right now, it's taken up. It's I guess the Casplex Bridge 304. So K Social is picking up some steam here. You can see more and more. Caspeak 16, KRC 20, 340 the last hour, but more and more K Social. So I'm going to pop on here. I got a notification here. So check out the notification. Someone liked your Vester liked my, I just posted LFG, boy, let's fucking go, boys and girls. Vester liked it. I'm going to go ahead and follow Vester. Cheers from Bali, Indonesia. I'm going to follow Vester. The follow there you can see is takes an on-chain transaction. And so it's pretty cool. Obviously the front end here, I think if you go to X, there's the follower. There's the more information on GitHub. Whoops, I don't know if I was supposed to do that. Oh, I don't know. It's my public keys. It's probably fine. The Sheep Cat Official. Do you want to introduce the great work you're doing here with your all-in Caspa One project? What are the minimum requirements for local K indexers? Is there Docker images? So it's fun to test this new stuff out. For instance, I'm running K now. Okay, here's the founder. For instance, I'm running K on Linux desktop app. I'm using my local Caspa node to send transactions. I'm connected to my local K indexer to read all data. I'm not relying on any other person or web hosted infrastructure to run K. So that's pretty cool. I guess if you have your own infrastructure, if you have a local indexer, your own node, then you can. This website doesn't. You don't need it. So that's kind of the end game for something like this. Is if you can do it on your own infrastructure, even though most people wouldn't. Evening, Danny Nolan. Thank you for tuning in. We're just giving old K Social a test drive. If you're on there, you can. Sorry about that. You can find me, Bitcoin hoodie guy here, and I don't know how many people are on there. You can see. Go back to watching Caspa DCA. Hello, my first post. Glad to be here. Looking forward to the future of Caspa. I want to like that. That's a transaction all on chain there. So it's pretty cool. And if you can run it on your own, with your own node, K indexer, apparently you can do that. I'm not relying to any other person or web hosted infrastructure to run K. So I'm using K without any limit, permission, or dependency on other people. That's the final goal, gentlemen. So that could be a game changer. Some of the technology or understanding the K indexer and stuff like that. But apparently if you run your own node indexer, then you can do whatever you want. And if you have a lot of people doing that, you don't necessarily need the front end of the website. So it's pretty cool. and you can see that it's starting to chew up quite a few transactions. 330. Oh, you can see KRC20 is going up there, and I sent 5 Caspa over. I haven't used that much of it, but 16 followers. You can see Caspa's real value, Caspa's real freedom. I think that, like, if you ever seen the Soft Wars book by Jason Lowery, something like this is you're using Caspa, like, okay, even though it's pretty cheap to write a message and stuff, it's not free. So it will be maybe hard for someone to do a lot of spamming because they'll have to pay a little bit of Caspa for each one. So, and I guess let's see. I haven't. Can you repost someone here? I guess maybe if you comment on them, that's kind of reposting. Right here, I was gonna like this. I got a notification there. Notification just popped up. Sometimes it takes a little. I just like this post, and you can see that it's pending until the transaction goes through on the main net, and we'll take a look at that. We'll get a notification there. You can see Open Explorer, and you can see that, oh, it says transaction ID not found. That's the first time I've seen that. Someone liked some of my posts there. We'll go back to watching, and we'll see. I'll like upvote transaction successful. That one had transaction ID. I don't know what was going on with that last one. So far, every time I've clicked on my transactions, it just goes right there to Caspa.stream. Here, we'll just like this post, the sheep cat official. Just let that takes a second. So I don't know if you're gonna check it out. I like checking these new things out, but this one, I like the fact that if you run your own node and indexer, I'll have to look into setting that up. Right now, I don't have a node, and I know there's a big movement there. Probably should be running one, but I want to set up my own computer. Open upvote transaction successful. Check that out on the Explorer. There we go. We can see that's on chain. Let's go back to the overview. CK Social 363. You can see KRC 20, 550 transactions, but you're starting to see more and more K Social. A little bit of testing there, but I could see if you're on there, you should give me a follow. Let's see. I don't know if I can post my YouTube link over there. Just a sec. I was going to see if I can post the live stream. I guess my post. Just a second here. So I don't know what it's going to be like to post to YouTube. Post transaction. I don't know what that's going to be like. So I guess there's a URL there that they can click on. So we'll see if anyone likes that post. I was just going to see. It's fun to mess around with this new stuff here. I think this, I don't know, I guess this is one of the better things I think I've seen. Good to be here. Ionia. Let's go ahead and follow them. I'm just going to follow a bunch of people. And it doesn't take very much. Zoltron liked your content live on YouTube K Social. Maybe we can get someone just kind of trying to interact here. Go back here. There's Chris Hutchinson. Chris Hutchinson's on here. I'm going to go ahead, and if you love Bitcoin, please study Caspa. Guess what? You can love and hold both. Caspa is the evolution of the revolution. And I think some of the stuff ties into the soft wars. I'm going to go ahead and give Chris Hutchinson a follow here once this oh, Crypto Pumps is on there. Good old Crypto Pumps. We're going to have to go ahead and follow Crypto Pumps there. We'll go to Crypto Pumps and follow Crypto Pumps. And we followed Crypto Pumps. Now we need to go back. Follow Chris Hutchinson. Follow Chris Hutchinson. Oh, something there. It's, and I don't know, it seems like it's working pretty good. I know maybe one transaction. I'll comment on Chris Hutchinson post. The Caspa is the evolution of the revolution. I don't know what to say here. My brain's not working that good, but trying to think of something funny, but I can't think of anything funny. I know in the UK that seems like, I don't know if it's true or not, with people getting arrested for posting stuff on social media. So Caspa Hub live on YouTube, Hash Dogs liked your content, jtmgibbons.cas. I don't know, it's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I think that there's, I don't know, pretty good platform. I think the link might be in the video there at the top. I don't know how to post pin that, but if you're not on K Social, you should give it a shot. You can see 367 transactions to 400 transactions. It'd be nice to get this up to thousands, 100,000 transactions an hour. If people went over there, I think that you need something that that just feels cool to log on to, and better than just, once it feels like as seamless as maybe actually using X, and you get enough followers on there. So if you get enough of your Crypto Pumps, or and your friends and Chris Hutchinson and everyone you really follows over here, and still couldn't be on X, but then you can start building the communities over here, and you're actually making on-chain transactions, and that's pretty good. Crypto Pump said, "Hey, hoodie." So I think it's pretty cool. It takes time, and this could be maybe something that I don't know what other versions of this has popped up, but with a proof of work, there's no other proof of work that can do these transactions on chain and in pretty much real time. So that is pretty big. So you're watching right here, you can see it looks like when you comment, it kind of like shows kind of like a repost. Let's see my post. No, yeah, I guess so. When you it looks like when you at least kind of comment or something, it looks like it's kind of like a repost a little bit. And it's amazing to have completely decentralized social network. The Caspian community is truly unstoppable. Yeah, that's what I heard. So sometimes you see that on social media, and just wasn't sure how true it was, but that's pretty messed up. That from what I've seen, the people are saying pretty benign stuff on social media and getting arrested. So that's pretty crazy. It's actually seems like the UK is turning into kind of one of those dystopian futures there. But here, if you got something that no one can take down, that's cool. Wow, great Caspa community, little Caspa. So pretty cool. I think that something like this is needed in the world. Whether this is the final version or not, I think it's pretty cool, and it's all right. So what do we call our posts on Twitter? It's tweeting. On X, nobody knows what the fuck to call it. What about here? Casping, somping, yawning. What do you guys think? You can let me know. UK is going to the dogs. Yeah, that's too bad. I went over in 2022 to London and then were there actually happened to be there during the Queen's 70th Jubilee, which was kind of fun because you had people outside the pubs with that extra long weekend. And we like the pubs there because you don't have to tip. You just pay people and buy your fish and chips and beer or whatever. Then we took the train up to Edinburgh. That was a good trip. Then 2023 went to London just to took the train or a cab from the plane to the train to take the train to Paris. But it sucks that it's usually uh, just the regular people get screwed over while these rich people call it tweaks. Let's see. I guess we can comment on here. OKs notes K's resilient. Tweaks is Caspa tweaks. What about queeks? What about queets? No, that's kind of probably too stupid. Queets. We can put a reply in here. What about tweaks? Queets. Casping. Casper. Casping. Yeah, I don't know. I got to think about that one for a while. I put those in there. Let's see. Watching your live might do one later. Mine are much better than yours anyway. Need to set up together. Yeah, I guess I'm just using the free version of StreamYard, so the quality is not as good. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. I think this is like that other one, like this is so far I think the best one. Let's just see if the case social 422, you're starting to see more and more here of the case social pop up. And so it's was Cassia, what was the other one that was kind of a social media thing? I guess I haven't used that one in a while. The Cassia.fyi, which was still kind of more kind of newer. So I think that this one feels like it's more ready for masses and you know, getting people to do on-chain transactions. Right now you can see that it's probably not generating a ton of fees, but if you thought about something like this where it started using more and more, and you can see that still just like 10 PS, so not, the transactions per second are still kind of hanging in there the same. You can just see that there's more and more case social, and I could see this getting up to hundreds of thousands. I'll be tuning in, and well, we're live right now, Hash Dogs, if you're tuning in, and we got the whole gang. Chris Hutchinson's on there, Crypto Pumps, Hash Dogs. We got there's a lot of people in here, and let's see, followed. You can see I followed Sheep Cat Official, Hash Dogs, Vester, Ionia, Crypto Pumps. Crypto Pump said LOL. Thanks. Tuning in. I guess I'll like that. Like these. I don't know how if you try to like a bunch of stuff at one time, you have to wait for the transactions to go through. Upvote. take a look at the transaction ID. So it's pretty cool if you ask me. I think this is the best version of this I've seen. Uh, and well, I mean, I just messed around with testnet here. Drop the link here. Let's see. I got to get that YouTube link. Let's see. My posts. Let's see. Let's see. Drop the link there. We got 15 people tuned in. This is pretty cool. Let me know if you're going to be using this. I think that, yeah, this is pretty cool. See, I just posted that. See how long that takes. But this could seem like it could be the future. Fits into kind of that Jason Lowery software books. He's talking about Bitcoin, where you need to project your power. Pretty much, it feels like you need some kind of decentralized proof of work to project your power into cyberspace. That you can't use theory. It's kind of his theory. He wrote a big book, and this is taking a second here, but we'll just patiently wait. Oh, someone's trying to call me. Hopefully it's not the UK police because I said something bad about them arresting people. But that one's taking a second. We'll pop over here. You can see 390 transactions there, 450 on Case Social the last hour. I can see this getting up to thousands and thousands. I guess if it's something that you really pop on here and start checking every day, like right now, this is cool. This is the first time I went on. I would literally went on just like 1 minute. I just set up my private keys and everything before I popped on. We'll see. The quote transaction successful. So I think I got it. I think it went through my posts. Yeah, there we go. I got it there. And so the sheep cat official. So Caspa teacher, you're starting to see more meet new users. I could see that the UX UI just gets better, but I think it's pretty good right now. And you can see there's a few people liking my content. I think it's pretty smooth. I mean, I like the UX UI. Hey, bro, Tommy Mace, longest time. How do we get on it? You go to right here. If you can see, yeah, you go to ksocial.network, and then it'll first prompt you. I'd have to try to open an incognito window, I guess. Let's see. I could try to open an incognito window. Let's see. Actually, no. Maybe I can go to just a second. I'll try to go to. Maybe I can go to Safari. I'm already kind of plugged in there. I'll see if I can go to Safari. So you go to k-social.network. And now let's see if I can. I'll see if I can share screen. Just a second here. This is pulling up right here. I don't know if it actually works on Safari. I've been using Chrome. Oh, I guess I have to do something else. But you go to Case Social, just a second. I'm going to go back. You go to Case Social. Right there, you can see k.social. um, dot network, and then that will get you there. And so, and then you'll have you generate new private keys, which you want to copy and put into a secure document, and then you yeah, then you, which I guess would be, someone would really have to get your private keys. Eventually, you can put it on a USB drive and get it off your computer, or encrypt that file. Would be probably pretty hard for someone to get it. Free everyone, yes. Chris Hutchinson like that. And cast or kicked, that's a good ones. Cast or kick. So people are brainstorming what people will call these. So yeah, I guess let's see. And then you can generate an account or fund with a small amount of cash. I sent fan Caspa. Only send 1 to 5 Caspa. There's a there's a right now uh there's that's what it's basically telling you. And so I guess maybe in a different video I can show how to do it from scratch. I guess maybe if I did an incognito window, maybe I can show what that is like from an incognito window. Since I'm already logged in here. Just a sec here. So yeah, I think I can do it here with incognito. Let's just see if I can share the incognito window. Let's see. We're gonna try to this incognito window. Yeah, here we go. So this is what it's gonna look like when you first come here to k-social.network. It's going to say your voice, your ideas uncensored. Create your own account in one click. Now, I'm not going to be using this one. You just generate the new identity, and then so now there's private keys there. You click copy. So now you have your private keys. Put them in the document, encrypt it, and then password for encryption. You can do whatever you want. And then you put your password in there, and then you put sign, and then poof, you're there. Now what you do is you go to profile, and then it gives you on profile, it gives you your address, and you copy that. So now you can send. It says warning, send only small amounts of 1 to 5 Caspa. You still have your private keys if you need them, and you can send out Caspa if you want, but you only need 1 to 5 Caspa. I think I've sent 5 Caspa or something over there. I still have most all of it. So that's pretty much how you can generate it. It's pretty simple and easy. Then up here, you can go to your profile and do edit. You can change your name, your message, and then you can upload an image. It needs to be 48 by 48 pixels. It can only be a maximum of 5 millibytes. So it's a pretty small image, but yeah, that's pretty much it. You can see a bunch of people are doing that. Now, I'm going to go back to my account. Go back to my account here. See, we got some notifications. Let's see what's going on there. Doesn't look original. I don't think it has to be perfectly original, because it's all on chain. So that's pretty original there, that it's on chain. And this is what's possible. Token depot, censorship resistant, confirmed with K. You can see that liked your content. So yeah, there's sure, I guess there's another video you can see right here that you have almost 500 transactions the last hour happening on K Social. Yeah, right now they're just trying to prove that it works. So I don't think anyone really cares about what it looks like. There's a lot of them through social, pretty much looks exactly like a lot of the other ones. Here's image test. People doing some testing right now. This is what's possible. People showing what's possible. K social transactions in the last hour have almost overtaken KRC20 and continue to increase. So it's still in the early stages, but you know, I think it's pretty cool. But it's the thing is they're all on traction on chain transactions and proof of work. This is really cool. Watching Bitcoin Hoodie Guy now. We're gonna go ahead and like that post, and then we'll comment on that, guys. Right here. If you don't understand how a proof of work decentralized social media platform can benefit people, then I don't know, maybe not everyone. Why would I use this? Because there's no central authority. Because you can right now I'm using a front end, but you can have your own indexer and your own Caspa node, and no one can stop you. Right here. This is class. Will images and blue ticks follow? I guess, right, maybe now you can't do images, but it seems like it's still in the early stages, but it's been a lot better than, say, like Cassia, in my opinion. Cassia, you basically seemed like it had a lot of problems. Love it. We'll make an account later when I'm on my computer. Maybe it's worth doing a standalone tutorial video how to make an account. Just yeah, thanks, Pixie Boo. That's what I was thinking once I got into this, because this will end up being like a pretty long stream. So, so this information would still exist even if the K social platform got taken down. This is crazy. Yep, that's the point. Totally decentralized, no company, no control, simply on Caspa L1. BAG, thanks for showing me the site. I'm super excited for this. This is the coolest app on Caspa yet. I agree, and maybe some, I guess there's upvote. Upvote, you can go check the transaction. You can see that K Social is getting close to overtaking KRC20. And so right here, this is pretty cool stuff in my opinion. And that's a good idea. I'm going to make a standalone video about how to make set up this K Social account. And maybe I'll do that later this afternoon. I'm working on trying to make a family video for the vacation to Hawaii, but and I guess yeah, it's pretty cool. We'll check out some of these notifications. I'm not sure why it's that way. Maybe it's just I think it's a good plan. Make sure just text works first, then upgrade to images, baby steps. Yeah, so far, I mean, this has worked better than other stuff that I've used, like Cassia or whatever. This is the leading Caspa creation to date. Everything is super smooth and a joy to use so far. This is the future of this. Hash dogs. Once you I guess if it'd be interesting to see if Michael Sutton and some of those people, and maybe even Shy, come over and use it. And so yeah, let's see, users. You can click on users right here, see a bunch of users if you're looking to follow someone. At mentions, I guess I'll try to. Caspa's unstoppable. And so yeah, you can see some of the people I followed right there. More notifications, no central authority. So it's pretty cool. You don't even need much Caspa to start, just 1 to 5 Caspa. Caspa's not dead, it's just on life support. Caspa's unstoppable, no central authority. This is the leading creation. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Right now, like here, so like I'll just go to watching. So right here, this person said Caspa. You don't even need much Caspa to start. I'm gonna go ahead and like that. Right there, upvote transaction successful. Open Explorer. Now, I don't know enough about all the code and stuff to know how that you could get that information there, but yeah, it's going on chain. So like, and then I want to say I'm going to follow Caspa Teacher. I clicked on Caspa Teacher. I'm going to follow them. Follow transaction right there. Status rejected. I'm not sure what happened. Confirming. Now it's confirmed. You can see it's confirming 104 confirmations. So yeah, it's going there. We'll go back here to, you can see 530 transactions. It's just picking up steam. I think it'll pick up. I'll make a standalone tutorial there later. Watching. So how can I get monetized here? Well, maybe big following. I don't know how. Maybe we can get tipping in the future. Maybe there'll be tipping in the future. So maybe there'll be tipping in the future. That was a Open Explorer on my comment. You can see it's got 60, 70, 80 transactions there. So this stream's getting kind of long, and I just wanted to pop on here. It's exciting. I think it's cool. It looks like there's been some people that think it's why use it, or that it doesn't look an original. But to me, I think it's pretty cool. And this is the coolest Caspa DApp that I've used. These are transactions are going on chain, and you can see that the whole point is you need to be using the main net, the layer one. And yeah, it might not have many transaction fees right now with 559, but if you can get on there and can gain more users and stuff, then there could be hundreds of thousands of transactions. So that's all I got. I'm gonna try to make a standalone tutorial later. And so yeah, thanks. And yeah, try to go on there, K Social Network. I'm gonna post a tutorial later. Thanks for watching and have a good day.